Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are back with another video on HTML course for beginners from basic to advanced. In this video, we are going to learn about the metadata. Metadata is the data or the information about the data, and this is always within the header tag. This meta tag defines the metadata about that particular HTML document. Now, it can be about the specific keywords, about the description of that HTML document, about the author, about the viewport settings, and etc. and etc. So let us see the specifying keyword. So inside this meta tags, there are certain classifications done. This meta tag can be used for specifying the keywords when you want to specify certain important keywords related to that particular document, so that whenever inside your search engine, when you're going to type those keywords, that particular HTML page should pop up. So to do that, you have a meta name, and inside the name you need to specify that these are the keywords that you are specifying for that particular HTML document. And the content inside the content should be the keywords that you're going to specify for your particular HTML document. Next is document description. Now you can also give certain description about your page so that when the people give the description, that particular HTML page pops up. Now you have your name, and for that you have description. Again, in the content attribute, you have the content or the description for that particular HTML document. Document refreshing. Now, if you want to refresh your page automatically after certain seconds of time, then you are going to use document refresh. For this, you have HTTP EQIB, and you have to give the value for that as refresh. And after how many seconds you want to refresh your page, you need to give the count over here. So this can be usually seen in the cricket apps like a Crick Buzz. If you see, every second it is getting refreshed, so that every second the information for that particular page has to be taken from the satellite. So next is a page redirection. You might have seen certain websites so that whenever it is going to open one particular website, and after some time it is going to redirect itself to another particular website. So to do that, you have HTTP EQV refresh, and after how many seconds you want to show that particular URL, and that URL should be added inside your URL attribute. So by doing this, you can just get redirected to another page from one website. So this was something about your meta tags. Now let us see about the marquee tag. So what is this marquee? Marquee means a strip that is going to move from one end to another end with certain information inside it. So you might have seen your news channels. Inside the news channels, there will be certain strips which will be moving. Some yellow strip, red strip, white strip. Again, there will be certain data displaying continuously on those strips and it will be moving from left side to right side. Okay, so this is done with the help of the marquee tag. So marquee is a scrolling piece of text displayed either horizontally across or vertically down your web page. So the attributes used for this marquee tag are width, height, behavior, direction, scroll delay, scroll amount, loop, bg color. This is only one L here. Alright, loop and bg color. Bg color is going to add the color for your marquee. Loop is going to display it whether you want it only for once or if you want it infinitely. Then scroll amount is in one particular amount how many times it has to scroll. So that will be the scroll amount. Scroll delay is the scrolling has to start after a certain time. So that will be your scroll delay. Direction is left side to right side or right side to left side, top to bottom or bottom to top. And then the behavior, there are three behaviors. One is slide, scroll or alternate. And then you have the height and width, that how much it should be, what should be the height and the width for your marquee. So let us see these things in Visual Studio Code. The basic HTML5, I'll be changing. Now you can see here meta tags. So meta HTTP XUA compatible content IE is equals to edge. So this XUA compatible is a document mode meta tag that allows web authors to choose what version of Internet Explorer page should be rendered as. Now it has been, and this IE is equals to edge mode tells the Internet Explorer to display the content in the highest mode available. So this is the use of it. Next is a meta, name is equals to viewport, content width is equals to device width, initial scale 1.0. Now this viewport means the display of your HTML document, or the how it is going to display. So the width should be always equal to the device width. In whichever device you are using it, it should be according to that particular device. And initial scale 1.0 means that the zoomness of that particular, or the zoom scale of that particular HTML page should be 1.0, that is the normal page. Next, let us start with the marquee tag. You're going to add the marquee, and inside the marquee tag I'll just be adding, this is the basic marquee tag. And now I'll just open the preview tab also. Now you can see that it is moving. Now if I'm going to add certain BG color to it, BG color yellow. Now you can see that it is in the yellow strip moving from a right side to left side, which is the default direction. Next, you can also choose the width and the height. Width is equals to 250. Okay, so this is the width, and height is equals to 50. So this is the height and the width that has been displayed. Now next, you can also choose the direction. I'll give the direction as right. Now we can see that it is moving from left side towards a right side. So this is how you can give the direction. Next, you have the behaviors. Slide. Now this is slide. That it is going to come from one side and get stopped to one particular place. I'll just change the width to 1000, or let it be default and not do anything. Now we can see it is going to come and sit in one particular place. So this is your slide behavior. So next is scroll. It is going to scroll itself. So next you have amount, that is scroll amount. Scroll amount is equals to, you can specify the number. I'm going to specify 10. Now you can see that it has been speeding up itself. If I'm going to specify 50 here, it is going to define how far it has to jump. Let's keep it normal. 10 would be fine. And then you have delay, that is scroll delay is equals to, I'll be adding 10 here. Save this. This scroll delay is going to define how long to delay between each jump. Now it is going to wait to come back slowly. This was the scroll delay. So next you have loop. How many times it has to get displayed. So this loop is going to specify how many times it has to loop. Now I am going to give infinite. You can also give here 10, 20, as much as you need, but here I'm giving it infinite. Here the direction can be other things as well. You can also give the direction to be up, so that it is going to come up like this. You can also give it down, so that it is going to come down like this, or the default one, that is left, that is going to come from the right side towards, it is going to go to the left side. And then the scroll, okay, the behavior I did not show you. Alternate. So this is alternate. It is going to come to one particular end, it is going to bounce back to another end. Alternate. It is going to come to one end, it is going to bounce back to another end. So this is going to happen in the alternate behavior. So this was about the marquee tag. So this is the end of HTML course. I wish you all the very best. Keep practicing. Do not lose hope for any of the programming languages. Remember one thing, practice makes man perfect. So whenever you are going to get some doubts, get back to your desk, work on it. You have many of the resources available on your fingertips. Make correct use of them and get a very bright future ahead. Meet you again in the next video. Till then, stay tuned and keep learning. Bye bye.